A global phenomena, populism's resurgence. Populism isn't limited to a single country or region. In recent years, it has surged globally, with populist leaders and parties gaining prominence in diverse societies. This global wave raises important questions about the forces driving it and the implications for the future of democracy and governance. Roots of populism. Several factors contribute to the rise of populism. Economic disruption. Rapid economic changes and financial instability create a sense of uncertainty and insecurity. This frustration and anger towards the existing economic system drive people to support populist movements that promise economic reform and protection from perceived threats. Identity crisis. Societal diversity can cause individuals to struggle with maintaining their cultural identity. This identity crisis fuels support for populist leaders who vow to defend cultural traditions and national identity against external influences and internal changes. Institutional distrust. Corruption and perceived inefficiencies in government institutions erode public trust. When people believe political and social institutions no longer serve their interests, they turn to populist leaders who promise to overhaul the system and restore integrity and accountability. Social media influence. Social media platforms amplify populist messages by enabling rapid dissemination and emotional engagement. Social media can also create echo chambers where users are exposed primarily to content that reinforces their existing beliefs. This can lead to increased polarization and a stronger sense of identity among populist supporters. These echo chambers make it easier for populist movements to mobilize and sustain their support base. Consequences of populism, political change, and democratic challenges. The rise of populism has significant consequences for societies and political systems. Political polarization. Populist movements often worsen the divide between the people and the elite. This can increase social tensions and political gridlock, which makes it difficult to find common ground and solve pressing problems. Policy shifts. Populist governments often implement policies that reflect their core concerns, such as stricter immigration controls and protectionist trade measures. While these policies may appeal to some, they can also have negative economic and social consequences. Democratic challenges. Populism can pose challenges to democratic institutions and norms. Populist leaders may undermine the rule of law and attack independent media. This can erode democratic values and lead to authoritarian tendencies. Questions to consider. How do the causes of left-wing populism compare to the causes of right-wing populism? How do their consequences differ? What steps can governments and societies take to address the economic inequality and cultural anxiety that fuel populist sentiment? What strategies can be employed to protect democratic institutions and values in the face of populist challenges?